extract some gold out of raw magnetite dug out of the ground. As you see here, it is pretty profitable. Let's see, measurement, ounce, troy ounce. Just a little bit right here. We got an ounce, quarter. This stuff's got a little more of that sand in it. 2.57 ounces. So, with just a little bit, I was able to extract this. Now, it's not pure. It's got a lot of impurities still in it. If it was sparkly and shiny out, you'd see it sparkle and shine if it was sunny out. But I'm going to show you the first step I do. Now, this stuff's pretty freaking dirty. So, what I got is this thing of water here. And I got this material here. So, what I'll do is, I'm going to take this material. I'm just gonna go like this. I'll put that in there. I like this kind of a little easier to do than that. Right in there. Now I'm gonna need this magnetite not only to remove the gold, but for my garden. I got some more I already processed out, but that should be enough for now. Maybe I'll do one more just to get it done. You want to get like something to mix it with. Like so. Now this is going to be some dirty, dirty water for a while. This is the first step of the process. I gotta mix all this up because it's got a lot of this weird silt mud in it. A lot of that mud. Now this is the first step. Right here. Get that all mixed up. And now that we got it all mixed, all I got, give it a bunch of kicks. Shake it around. Now you're gonna let this sit. Has gotta settle. Now I'm gonna let it settle. Over time I'm gonna give it a few kicks. Maybe fill it up a little more. Then I'm gonna put it in my hot sunroom. Let it kind of evaporate a little, settle. It's probably gonna take like a good month, maybe a few months to settle before the water looks absolutely clear. Or you can just completely evaporate it out. And you'll be left with this thin layer of like paper type of silt material. You remove that, and I'll have to show you that part later. Or you can kind of like suck the water out if you're impatient, and then you can transfer for that into another bucket to process out that later, and add more water, try to wash it out a little more. Now I'm going to give it another mix. Try to judge to see how much I've got in here. I don't want too much, and I don't want too little. I want just enough, because I gotta get as much of this dirty silt as I can out of this material. Otherwise, that shit's gonna cling to the gold, all that mud, and it's gonna trap it, and you'll never get it. We're talking really tiny amounts of gold. Like, this stuff is baby powder fine. And it's in there. There you go. That should be plenty for just a little quick video here. Now let me show you some of the material. I guess if I can get you kind of close. See? Now surprisingly enough, I believe with 2 tablespoons, I was getting like 0.2 grams of gold or something. Something crazy like that. Or 0.2 grams, something crazy like that. So this right here didn't take me long to get this, and there's a whole process to extract this, and even then I could probably separate it even better. But this stuff isn't pure gold. It's got tiny amounts of gold in it that I shouldn't say tiny amounts. It's basically like really tiny particle size of gold mixed with this very fine sand. But when you've if you've seen, it's obviously hard to get a nice view of this. If you've seen my other videos of the pan I've got with the gold in it and all shining, yeah. So it's definitely a nice spot, rich in powdered gold. This stuff's from out west. It's real kind of heavy for this is less pure. It's got a lot of that or it's more pure. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But this stuff has a lot of this magnetic sand in it. That's really hard to get out of there. So kind of a little thing. Now I'm not doing this to get this stuff out of there. What I'm doing this for was for my garden. I give this to my plants, and what I gotta do is I'm gonna have to show you over here. We got this right here. Here's some of the stuff processed out and looking good. I removed as much sand as I could from this. Now you can still see some sand in there. I think that's because there was a rush job on one batch. I might not have cleaned the silt out of when I was making this the other night, because I was just fine tuning some stuff I already made. Now while I'm doing this, I'm trying to get a nice sunny day so I can let this soak up the sun, and then pour some of this around my plants, give it another dose of this. The magnetite, you can look up what the science is behind plants and magnetite. This stuff is fine magnetite powder. Like, look, it gets in your skin type. It's very fine stuff. It'll stain you. But pretty amazing that you can get some of that out of there. So it's kind of like why I haven't just dumped it all in there. It takes a little while to process out, but I can get another step, which after you clean it, you get in the bucket, and I use a magnetic stirring device. I'll have to show you later on to actually pull this out. But it's too soon now to do it with all that muddy water in there. You can't do it. You gotta let that settle out. You gotta pump it. You gotta get rid of that top layer, that junk, and then you gotta set that aside because there might still be something in there. And then your gold and that layer is gonna all be at the bottom. You're gonna be tapping that bucket over here. You're gonna be tapping this like this, like that. Shit, I'm getting it all over me. Pick it, give it bumps. That'll settle all the heavies down to the bottom. And I'll have to show you the process to do it all, so I can't really explain it all right now, but like it's the way to do it because I've been getting this, and I'm gonna take this to a coin shop, see if I can get an assessment on it. I got a crucible, I got a kiln to do it in, so I could kind of try melting it myself, which I might try doing. Give it an acid test just to double check that it actually is. Either way, it's extremely fine. So I just can't help myself. As tiny amounts of these are in there, that whole bucket though combined into that, that's a pretty good hunk of gold, man. I think I measured it out and through a I did the oh shit, it's starting to rain. So I did a little essay test where I took like 2 teaspoons or tablespoons, whatever I did, cleaned it out, got the material, got this stuff out of that, and it came to about, what was it? I think it was like 83 ounces of this. So if there was 83 ounces of this in that, then out of that, I can probably get like a bunch of ounces out of that. Like, because this isn't like 100% the gold, right? It's just, if you could see it in a scope, I might try making another video with a magnifier. You can see like, I wouldn't say, maybe it's like, I don't know. I don't want to go saying percentages, but it looks like a pack of glitter in the sun. But it's got a lot of this dark dust covering it. And this stuff's got this like lighter sand. But that concludes the video. Just want to make the part 1 of this. I don't really want this stuff to get wet because it's drying out. So stick that under there for now. And I got some stuff to do. Here are my fig trees. I got some nice figs. I want to check out my figs. It's going to be delicious. So I'm ending this one.